I'm going to show you why, when, and how to upgrade RAM. Are you tired of your computer running slow, but you don't want to go to a computer store because they're just too expensive? Well, you are in luck because I will show you how to make your computer faster without spending a large amount of money. My thesis is that replacing RAM saves you money. It also increases your knowledge of computers, and it prolongs the life of your computer. Um, these are my ordered points. I will talk about the prerequisites for this how-to video. I will also talk about the significance of upgraded RAM. I will talk about what RAM is. I will also talk about when and how and where to get RAM and when you need more of it. I will also talk about what type of RAM you should buy and how much is enough. I will also talk about um, replacing RAM and give you a step-by-step procedure of how to do that, and then it will be my conclusion. Okay, so prerequisites. Just know how to use a computer, preferably a Windows-based operating system. So pretty much if your computer has Windows, then that is what you would know how to operate. And you just need to know how to use a screwdriver. So, the significance of replacing RAM. You will prolong the life of your machine. And when I say this, replacing RAM will greatly reduce the amount of stress that your computer goes through on a daily basis. You'll also save hundreds of dollars by replacing it yourself instead of taking it to a computer store such as Best Buy. The process is so simple, but Best Buy charges you an arm and a leg. Okay, now what is RAM? RAM is random access memory. Your computer uses it to store information so that the central processing unit doesn't overwork itself.
Jennifer Clare states that adding more RAM will enable you to run more intensive programs, and it will prevent a harmful task called thrashing, which dramatically causes a great amount of stress to your hard drive. For more info, go to ehow.com.
When your computer performs tasks slowly, you should check your CPU usage and RAM usage. If your CPU usage is high and your RAM usage is high, then it's time for you to replace your RAM.
According to Tim Fisher, RAM allows a computer to work with more info at the same time, which can have a dramatic effect on total system performance. More info can be found at pcsupport.about.com.
There are different types of RAM. There's DDR1 RAM, DDR2 RAM, DDR3 RAM, and that's where it stops. There's no DDR4. Um,
According to Brian Hopkin, the difference between DDR1, 2, and 3 is transfer rates. They just transfer data faster to the CPU. More info can be found on ezinearticles.com. Also, you can't just pick which one you want to use. Each computer uses a specific type of RAM technology.
you can go to Google. It will tell you how much RAM your computer can handle as well as what type it uses. And you should buy RAM from a computer store. Um, but don't have them replace it because it's very simple. Um, okay, so I thought instead of talking about this, I would actually show you how to replace RAM using using the spare laptop that I have. So I will show you how to do that now. Hello, Professor Deans. This is the hands-on part where you're going to check to see if you need to buy RAM.
I guess I'm just going to start it. Now I'm going to come down to the taskbar. I'm going to right click, and you should see an option called Start Task Manager. So click Start Task Manager, and now you see I have all of these buttons and whatnot, but don't really need to worry about it. All I need to do is come down to the very bottom and look at my CPU usage and my physical memory. Um, right now my CPU usage is a little high, but that is only because I am recording my screen. If not, this will usually be like 5%, 5 to 10%. Um, and my memory usage is 26%. So this is pretty good, because if I didn't have as much memory, this will be way up there, and my memory would also be way up there. So now let's assume my CPU usage is very high, as well as my memory usage or RAM usage. So I'm going to close this window out. Now I need to look up the model of my computer. So I'm going to open up my internet browser. In this case, it is Google Chrome. So I'm going to come to google.com. Okay, it's a little slow. Sorry about that. So now I need to type in the maker of my computer. In this case, is Gateway. Yours may be Dell or Asus or Lenovo or something like that. So since mine is Gateway, I'm going to type in Gateway, and I'm going to type in my model. You should have received the model when you bought your computer, and it should, if you have a laptop, there should be a sticker on the bottom of your computer. But I know my model number by heart, so I'm going to type it in. That is correct. I'm going to press enter, and I'm going to scroll down and look for Gateway Site. So in this case, this is Gateway Site because I see it is United States. That's what US is for Gateway, because they're a global company. So this is US, and Gateway.com. I know that's them. I'm gonna click the website link, and to ensure that this is your laptop, there's a picture, and this is exactly how my laptop. So I'm gonna now scroll down. I see my operating system is Windows and my processor and all that. Only thing I'm concerned about is memory. In this case, my memory should be 4 gigabytes, and I have the option to add another 4 gigabyte memory stick in there to make it 8 gigabytes worth of memory. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the computer store and buy 4 gigabytes of memory on one stick. So now I need to find out what kind of RAM. I now look here and see that the memory technology is DDR3, and it uses SD-RAM. You're probably saying, what is SD-RAM? The SD is really just saying that this RAM is for laptops. If you have a desktop, it will just say RAM, and then you will of course have your DDR1, 2, or 3. It really does not matter. The only difference between laptop and desktop memory is that desktop memory is a little longer. That's about it. The same functionalities that the desktop does, the laptop does, and vice versa. So now that we know what type of RAM we need, we would go to the computer store at this point and buy the amount that we need, and then come back and open up our laptops and put the RAM in. I will now show you the laptop and put the RAM in. Okay, so now that we have bought our RAM, now we need to turn your laptop upside down or turn your desktop sideways. Make sure that the desktop and laptop is off. Now if you have a laptop, you want to remove the battery. In this case, I've done it because it's very hard to remove with just one hand, so I just did it before I started the video. Also, you need to find out where your RAM is. Whoops. I already unscrewed the screws that I need to unscrew, and now you can see that here's my RAM.
So my RAM, I'm trying not to get my shadow in the way so you can see, but here are my 2 sticks of RAM. I have already purchased my RAM, so I'm now going to show you how to remove it. Sorry that the lighting's very bad. It's my shadow. But okay, so this is RAM. This is RAM, and this is 4 gigabytes of DDR3. I've already purchased my RAM a long time ago, but I am just going to put it in for the sake of showing you how to put it in. So you just insert the RAM in, and then push it down, and you're done. Now you want to screw your screws back in. Since it is very hard for me to do with one hand, I'm just going to do that after the video. And you want to make sure that you put your battery back in. This is very hard to do with one hand. And you will turn your computer back on, and then it should perform faster. Okay. Now that you have replaced the RAM in your computer will run much faster. Also, you saved a lot of money doing this. If you would have taken this to Best Buy, it would have been maybe 2 or 3 times more the price that you spent to do it yourself. Also, you increased your knowledge of computers, because now if somebody's having a RAM issue, you can charge them to replace their RAM because they won't have the knowledge to know how to. Or if you're feeling good-hearted, you can refer them to this video. Also, you have prolonged the life of your computer. I mean, your computer would have lasted maybe 2 or 3 years, but now it should last a longer time because your CPU is not working as hard, and it won't cause other internal components to fail, because the CPU is considered the brain of the computer. And by helping the brain of the computer, you have helped your machine overall. If you have any other questions, please contact me at ikegukasey@gmail.com. Also, if you have any other computer needs or services that you require a tutorial from, I'm the guy to contact. Thanks for your time, and thanks for watching. Bye.